The Bell Witch is a legendary entity that is said to have haunted the Bell family in Adams, Tennessee during the early 19th century. The story of the Bell Witch has become a prominent part of American folklore and has been the subject of numerous books, articles, and films. The haunting began in 1817 when John Bell, a farmer and landowner, encountered strange phenomena on his property. It started with peculiar animal sounds and unexplained noises, such as knocking on the doors and walls of their house. Over time, the disturbances escalated, and the family began experiencing physical attacks, including scratching, hair-pulling, and slapping. The entity, known as the Bell Witch, soon began communicating with the family, displaying a remarkable knowledge of their lives and personal information. It could mimic voices and engage in conversations, often engaging in theological and philosophical discussions with John Bell. The Bell Witch's ability to speak fluently, even quoting scripture and singing hymns, led many to believe it was a malevolent spirit or a manifestation of supernatural power. News of the Bell Witch spread, attracting the attention of curious visitors and skeptics. People from neighboring towns would gather at the Bell residence to witness the paranormal activities. The entity was known for its mischievous nature, tormenting visitors and demonstrating its powers by moving objects, levitating, and tormenting specific individuals. The Bell Witch targeted John Bell's daughter, Betsy, in particular, expressing a strong dislike for her. It would physically assault her and threaten her well-being. Betsy eventually broke off an engagement due to the witch's interference, which caused the entity to claim victory. As the evil witch's notoriety began to spread in the region, it caught the attention of one very prominent individual who lived in Middle Tennessee. After successfully defeating the British in the War of 1812, Andrew Jackson returned to his home in Middle Tennessee, craving a new adventure. Amidst the whispers and tales surrounding the Bell Witch of Adams, Tennessee, news of this peculiar entity reached his ears. Fearless and undeterred, the renowned Old Hickory decided to pay a visit to his old acquaintance and ascertain the truth behind the witch's existence. Accompanied by a group of companions, Jackson embarked on an overnight journey by carriage, traversing the path through Springfield en route to Adams. As they approached the cave where the witch was said to reside, their progress suddenly came to an unexpected halt. Perplexed, the future president alighted from the carriage to investigate the cause. The carriage wheels were intact, and the horse seemed determined to move forward. Yet an unseen force prevented their advance. Engaging in conversation with his fellow travelers, they were startled by the distinct utterance of a woman's voice declaring, "You can go now, General." Instantly, the horses resumed their pulling, and the carriage surged forward. Gripped by a mixture of fear and bewilderment, Jackson and his companions decided to curtail their visit, cutting it short. Although they managed to pay a brief visit to John Bell, Jackson and his friends hastened their departure, desiring to reach Springfield before nightfall. As dawn broke on the following day, they wasted no time in making their way back to the Hermitage, eager to leave the unsettling encounter behind them. Shortly after General Jackson's showdown with the Bell Witch, John Bell's health began to deteriorate rapidly. Naturally, the evil witch claiming responsibility for his decline. He eventually passed away in 1820 under mysterious circumstances, and the entity reportedly celebrated his death, declaring its role in his demise. After John Bell's death, the Bell Witch's activities gradually subsided. It made a final appearance 7 years later, promising to return in 107 years. While the entity never fulfilled this prophecy, its legacy continued to captivate and intrigue people for generations to come. Today, the Bell Witch Cave, located near Adams, Tennessee, remains a popular tourist attraction and a reminder of the eerie events that unfolded over 2 centuries ago. The story of the Bell Witch continues to capture the imagination of people fascinated by the supernatural and stands as one of America's most enduring tales of paranormal activity. Please like the video and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily ghost stories. You can find our Southern Ghost Stories books over at Amazon as well as Barnes & Noble.